Around 9 months ago, during the October and November period of 2022, I was trying everything to get back into working out. I was going to the gym during the summer holidays and like August, July, those kind of months. But when the school term started again, I wasn't able to go to the gym as often as I could before because it was a struggle to come home from school and then go there and come all the way back in time for me to like be able to eat and study and stuff like that. And so I was quite stressed and fretting because I wasn't making as much progress as other people who may have lived closer to the gym or may have just been like more genetically kind of gifted in how easily they can put on muscle and stuff like that. I constantly compared myself to others in the fact that I was struggling to work out. I was having to do like calisthenics workouts at home. I was using like my chairs and like my bed and stuff as like a bench while I used some really small, like not heavy at all weights to try do like some dumbbell bench presses and stuff like that. And obviously, this wasn't building muscle as fast as like other people who would like live close to the gym or were just more genetically gifted and stuff like that. And I constantly compared myself to other people. I was constantly annoyed and like struggling that people were like bigger and more muscular than me, and this really like zapped my energy and ruined my mental health. And at times, the stress that I was going through and the energy that was zapping out of me from comparing myself to so many people almost made me forget to actually do the calisthenics workouts, do the small weightlifting workouts entirely. And that was like quite a silly counterproductive thing that I kind of invested my energy in it, my time into, was comparing myself so stringently and so stressfully against other people. And the conventional advice on the internet to combat this is to only compare against yourself. But the fact is, I struggled to do this because I had previously been going to the gym in the summer and I'd implemented really good workout routines in there. And obviously, I struggled to actually get back to doing those because I didn't have the same access to equipment. So the whole 1% better every day didn't really apply to me there. But even if your like situation is entirely different to mine, the fact is comparing yourself to what you were yesterday is still quite a hard thing when you're surrounded by so many other people if you're like in school or you're in a job and stuff like that. And that's why the new advice that me and a few other people have kind of said on the internet is instead of just comparing yourself, start to actually compete against these other people. Put your energy into actually completing the workouts and completing the things that are going to make you progress like towards these where these other people kind of are in the kind of competition that you're going through instead of zapping your energy like worrying and stressing about like what they are, how high they are kind of in the sort of in the race and in the competition. Because as I said, my energy was so zapped because I was stressing and worrying so much that I'd forget to work out and I'd struggle to work out at times because I didn't have the strength, I didn't have the energy, I was too tired. And obviously, yeah, you should put your energy into competing instead of doing what I did and worry and stress all the time. Because when you actually start to do this, when you actually start to put energy into competing against people who are better than you will start to gain progress on them through like the compounding, like through the kind of compounding sort of exponential J curve effect. Because these people who may be more genetically gifted than you, may be like kind of have it almost luckier in a way. They may have like had it quite easy from a young age. All these people may start to get complacent and they may start to not like go to the gym as often as they did because they kind of take these things for granted. But because you've struggled so much, maybe because you've not had it so easy, once you start to work out consistently and you start to implement these good habits consistently, you will kind of like start to overtake them and sort of catch up to these people. And that's the kind of thing that I'm going through right now because all these people that I used to compare myself against who maybe didn't even like go to the gym, but were just like naturally more muscular and more built than me, but for whatever kind of reason, I would start to actually overtake these kind of people in my aesthetics and just in like my general kind of physique and how much muscle I had on my body and stuff like that. I would start to overtake them through the fact that I was putting in consistent daily disciplines of these workouts. I was working out 6 to 5 times a week, and you can do the same thing too. Because while I was stressing so much in that October and November period, by the time it came to December, I got some better home gym equipment and I was consistently in there 5 to 6 days a week, push pull legs twice over in 1 week split. And for the last 7 months, I've been consistently doing that. I've maybe skipped about 4 days through the entirety of that thing, and I've made insane progress for like what set people who have been working out for like 6 to 7 months usually do, and this has meant that I have overtaken some of these people that may have taken their physique and stuff for granted. And so this is why I say that you shouldn't compare yourself to these other people. You should compete with them. You should put your energy into actually trying to overtake them and trying to become better than them, instead of worrying that you're not like as good as them quite yet, because that is only taking away your energy and zapping away precious like stress and like mind and thoughts and stuff, and it will lead to you not being able to either perform better in your workouts or not having the energy to do the workouts whatsoever. So I hope you found value out of this video. I hope you found value out of this advice to not compare yourself to others so stringently and cause lots of stress and worry in your life, but instead to actually compete with them and consistently put in the daily disciplines and actions that mean that you will overtake these people who may take their own physique and may take the fact that they have access to a gym or whatever for granted. So yeah, with that, I recommend subscribing, because I like this community of young tribal people who are willing to improve themselves so much more than they already have, and good luck.